Suspect spotted. We're on foot pursuit. He is on foot. Yeah, we still got eyes on the suspect. Oh, he's grittying. He's grittying. Actually, command. He's coming straight towards me. I don't think he even realizes. Stop.
What happened?
You've Tokyo'd your last ghoul.
Fuck.
You're coming with me.
Teniz got arrested. And it might not be because of what you think. He didn't do anything bad or mischievous to get in trouble. The cop honestly captured him because of this.
I brought you in to talk about Tokyo Ghoul.
So this is Devin. 3 months ago, we decided to make a trade. I gave him 2 One Piece box sets and he gave me these. Why? His favorite series is Tokyo Ghoul and mine is One Piece. The goal is simple. Give your box sets to the other person, make them read it. And then they'll get converted after reading it and stop talking about their dumb little baby series and convert over to realizing what true peak is. How's One Piece?
It was cool. I think my favorite arc, I forgot the name. Boardwalk, is that the name?
Oh, fuck. Not Boardwalk. It's not Boardwalk. We're talking about Logtown.
Where did I get Boardwalk?
I don't know, dude. The plan failed.
If you want to see my journey through Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re, where I read the entire story for the first time and, you know, give you my blind reaction.
It's on my channel. You can go watch it. This video is a follow-up video to those. There's a couple of things that I forgot to mention and a couple of things I just wanted to address. What did I think of the series as a whole? As long as you've seen the series, you don't have to watch the other videos. You can just watch this one on its own. Today, Devin and I sit down and discuss his favorite series, Tokyo Ghoul. Why does he like it? Why do I like it? What are some of the characters that we both like? And pretty soon, we're gonna make the trade where I get my One Piece back and he gets his Tokyo Ghoul. These will no longer be in my possession. So the final question I'm gonna be answering at the end of the video is, after fully reading all of Tokyo Ghoul, am I myself gonna feel compelled to go out and actually buy these box sets to add to my collection? Are these worth having? I don't know, let's start the video. Honestly, Luffy solos Kaneki.
That's not even a fair comparison.
Kaneki would just cry. I think I had a better time reading the first part just because everything was so new. I was getting to meet all these new characters and the world. I just found it so interesting figuring out exactly what was going on. Whereas with Tokyo Ghoul Re, we already knew what was happening, so kind of the appeal of that had already been taken away. Now I was just kind of like, okay, where is this going? Which, don't get me wrong, that was great too, but I genuinely think I enjoyed my time better in the first box set. Which one do you like more?
I love both of them almost equally, but I do prefer the buildup of the first box set.
So we agree. The first character that I didn't really address in the other videos was Furuta. I think that's his name. I don't know. A lot of people were curious what I thought of him. And from what I remember, he was in love with Reze, but he's the one that killed her because it's kind of like the whole idea of if I can't have her, no one can. That's what I'm assuming it was. I just honestly didn't really take him that seriously. I did like his final moments with Kaneki, and I do see that there was something there, but for a first time read through, I didn't really catch it. He was probably a better character analyzed week to week as opposed to just reading the whole way through.
It's tough because he didn't show up very often.
Was he in the first manga?
He was, but only like one time.
Do you remember when we see him?
I believe Toka was looking for Kaneki.
Yeah.
So she went to the college
Okay.
that he used to go to, and he was there reading a book. And she thought he was him.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Furuta was pretty weird. Reading the story from beginning to end, you don't really catch how important he is in the story until all of a sudden he's just important in the story. He's definitely one of those characters that get better with age. The more you read through the story, that's when you'll appreciate this character a lot more. He's not a in-your-face type of villain. He's in the background the whole time. And that's the thing with Tokyo Ghoul. I realized that a lot of the appreciation you're gonna get for the series is going back and seeing how all of this stuff that played out was set up very early on. We did think that there was a couple of things that could have been done a little bit better. Mainly the idea of when Sasaki became Kaneki, he had such a big ace up his sleeve and we just feel like he got rid of it way too fast. I think he could have definitely done more with that and we should have expanded on that story a lot more. One thing I did like about the Sasaki stuff is they use Mado as a source of control because he had mommy issues and Mado was like a maternal figure for him, so like he looked up to Mado because like
You mean Arima?
no Mado, the daughter.
Yeah.
They literally used
Yeah, no,
her.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Which like, do you think he should look up to Arima as like his father? Like low-key, I didn't understand that.
He shouldn't, but all he's known is abuse. He doesn't know a healthy relationship.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Kaneki never got to
think
know a
of
healthy
that.
relationship. Besides Hide. That was his only healthy relationship.
Kaneki as a protagonist is really cool, only because of the story. I think genuinely as a character on his own, I don't know if he really sticks out to me as being that amazing or spectacular or someone I would hold up there amongst some of the other greats in manga and anime. I think he does have a really good arc and a better arc than a lot of other characters. It's just personally, one thing I struggled with was figuring out who Kaneki was as an individual, which Devin told me at one point. That's mainly because of the fact that Kaneki isn't really ever himself because he is such a people pleaser. I definitely need to sit down and think about him a lot more. This is gonna come off a little weird, but Sasaki as a character, I felt like had a stronger on-screen presence than Kaneki actually did. Maybe that's a little bit of a controversial take, I don't know. Sasaki should not work, honestly. The balls that this author had to take his main character and make him completely forget who he was just to start the second half of the story. I would hate this if that happened to any other character. Somehow, I like it. I actually like it a lot. Surprisingly, it works. And I just think that's a testament to how amazing the writing is in this story. So another thing I didn't address prior was the CCG members. So we're just gonna quickly go through each of them, starting off with Urie? You like this guy.
I love Urie, yeah. So for me, Tokyo Ghoul, the whole reason I like it is because a lot of the characters struggle with things that I have struggled with personally in my own mind. He was struggling with feeling like he's not good enough. Like everybody wants him to be this person that's like, you know, on top. He's strong, he can take care of everybody. He felt like he wasn't enough, even though he was trying so hard. And in the end, that caused him to like kind of push people away. And you know, that's something I personally have struggled with. Like I'm like, you know, it's not my fault I suck. It's your guys' fault. You know, you blame other people. That's for me personally why I love him so much. And seeing him go from that person that was pushing people away to kind of accepting love from other people, I think is, I don't know, very impactful.
Out of the Quick Squad, I think he is the best character. I definitely think he did stand out the most. And they were really pushing for you to care about that guy.
Yeah, definitely.
At first, I didn't really see it. I just kind of thought like, okay, this guy
got issues.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but then it's like when the one dude died, complete character shift in my opinion. Like it was like he just got so much more serious. He was definitely the best out of all of them. He had the most compelling story out of the four, and he's not as forgettable as the Shimuwara. We don't even know. Honestly, Devin and I didn't even remember his name because he died.
The one that died, bro, I can't even remember his name.
He was just a plot device. There was that one guy in charge of the CCG that was like low-key gay.
The gay
for him.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, what was that?
That shit was weird, I won't lie.
Next up, we talk about Mutsuki.
I also liked her story because it touches on more of the, you know, because a lot of stories try to write people to always be acceptable and be like, so that the audience is like, yeah, they're good. Mutsuki was written to be sort of unlikable. And I really liked that personally because knowing her backstory, the trauma she went through, it's gonna leave you twisted in the head.
Yeah.
And it took a while for that to show. She had to be brought out of her bubble that she put herself in. But when she was brought out of that bubble, she's fucking crazy. And then she rapes the dead body.
Oh, that's what she did?
Yeah, she raped it.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
she actually did that.
That was in the manga?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that changes my perspective. So I was going to say, when I was first reading through the story, she was the one in the CCG that stuck out to me the most. I thought she was the most likable character. Because I understood the fact that she was a girl that didn't want to be a girl. She wanted to be a guy, and she was hiding that from everybody. So I thought that she had been, you know, like touched or something in the past. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, like I could get behind this. Like this is a character you feel bad for. Like this is the character you're supposed to connect with. Like they have a shitty backstory and everything. Like how could you not like this character? I like the idea that they took that and they gave a depressing character a backstory. And it's like, oh, I'm supposed to feel bad for this person. And then they like twisted it and it's like, oh no, this person is fucked.
Exactly, yeah.
Cause like in One Piece, like they take a character, they give you a really bad backstory, and it's like, this person was actually a good person the whole time.
Yeah.
My One Piece brain was like, I think I'm supposed to like this person.
That's exactly what I liked about it though, is that you see how the trauma has impacted this person, and it's truly an impact. It's not something small.
Yeah.
This genuinely fucked with her psychology.
Which I think is more real.
Exactly, yeah.
Do we want to talk about the one that dies?
Not really. No. I mean, you know what's funny is that I don't even dislike him.
I don't either.
I liked his impact on the squad.
Yeah. I cared about him more when it ended, like when he died.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Sorry for the people who clicked on this video just to see my opinions on the guy who died. You're not getting him. Because he died. Because he's a plot device. They didn't cook him, dude. He was like the appetizer. Nobody gives a fuck about the appetizer unless it's really good. I'm here for the meat and potatoes. And a little bit of dessert. I don't know. Final character, Saiko. She honestly seemed like she was going to be the throwaway character. She was the one that didn't really have anything going on for her. She didn't want to fucking do shit. She was a bum. Low-key, she was cool as fuck.
She's short, she's fat, she's ugly.
Yeah, just fucking rip into her. Honestly, bro, she activated like some Luffy abilities.
Yeah, because Kagenes are all based on your imagination.
What?
Yeah. You can control, it's liquid muscle, so you can control its shape. That's why Saiko was able to create so much stuff, because she's very creative. That's why she had the most flexibility with hers.
Dude, the series is getting cooler. Like talking to you, the series is getting cooler.
She's honestly one of the most normal characters.
Yeah,
she's very sympathetic towards everybody, I think.
She has that moment when they're doing Operation Mask where she's like, I kind of liked that ghoul back there.
Yeah.
Which that stuck out to me. In the video, I pointed that out. I was like, yeah, this is fire. And she was also one of the people who were like, yeah, fuck it, I'll team up with the ghouls.
Yeah, like she was immediately down for it because she didn't let the indoctrination of the CCG really get into her head. She was still just kind of doing her own thing and being her own person.
So my definitive top 4 for these squad members is number 4, we got the one who died. Number 3, Mutsuki. Number 2, Saiko. And number 1, Urie. Now, listen, in talking to Devin, he made a lot of connections with a bunch of different characters and how they related to his own life, which really got me thinking, which one of these characters do I actually relate to? None of them.
Really?
I don't think so.
It's like, it doesn't have to be like what they went through necessarily, but just like their minds. You know where their headspace is at.
I mean, I don't want to say Kaneki, but I think Kaneki is the one I would relate to the most. Just like accepting how at the end of the series, he kind of like accepts where he is and he realizes that all the pain and everything he goes through in life is meant to make him stronger. All the difficulties that you could whine about are actually the things putting you in a better position as opposed to worse. It's all about mindset. Kaneki had fucking sex. Kaneki had a child. Kaneki ended ghoul racism. Kaneki had so many friends and he started off the story with nothing. And he went through so much pain and it was all worth it. Like he got to live the life he probably dreamed of. So yeah, I think Kaneki definitely would be the one I relate to the most. Hide, don't relate to him at all. I just wanted to bring him up. The overall story structure of the series is actually really simple now looking back on it. In the first half, you're dropped off into this world and you don't know what's going on. In the second half, now that you're comfortable with this world, figure out what's going on. Wow, but when you start Tokyo Ghoul, it is so fucking annoying trying to figure out what's going on. Tokyo Ghoul, I do think struggles a bit with pacing, especially at the very beginning, to just get you hooked. It took me like 60 chapters, dude. Which, hey, you know, I'm a One Piece fan. I'm okay with that. I understand that you won't get hooked from the very beginning and it takes some time. Yeah, but 60 chapters is like a good 1/4 of the story. The moment that did get me really hooked was the torture scene.
How did you feel about the torture scene?
Yeah, that shit was awesome. The I'm a Ghoul panel, sick as fuck.
Dude, that panel was crazy. He's got his eyes popping out.
Yeah, like, that's a fucking manga moment, dude.
Yeah. The art in that whole section was just insane.
That section was so fun to read, and though it's horrifying seeing Kaneki tortured in the state, it was something I was just like, yes, thank God that this is happening, because I wanted this story to be more serious. I wanted the story to push the boundaries, and it was doing that. In both the box sets, I was thinking about what is my favorite moment from each one. Tokyo Ghoul, the torture scene is definitely the best part. That's the highlight of that set. But Tokyo Ghoul that one actually took me a while to try to figure out what part of Tokyo Ghoul is my favorite. What's the highlight? There's a couple of moments that I really enjoyed. There's Amon and Kaneki meeting up and talking. That one's pretty good. Wouldn't say it's my favorite. There's the moment where Kaneki and Toka have sex, and though I think that section is also pretty beautiful, it's also not my favorite. This might be a weird one, but I think my favorite moment in Tokyo Ghoul is when Amon and the Mado talk to each other. That final conversation before they kiss. There was something really impactful about Mado talking about not understanding her place in the world anymore, that everything that she believed in was just a lie, and she feels like she has no direction. And Amon was just like, I'll be here, you know? I'll be here with you. I know that isn't exactly how it went, and I'm butchering bits and pieces of it, but genuinely, I just thought that moment was so sweet. The ending of the manga is a giant letdown for me. Not only is the final chapter of the manga just a bunch of text boxes telling you what each of the characters are up to, lazy writing. Well, why? Why did you do that? You could have given us a little bit more. We spent so much time with these characters, and you're just gonna wrap it up like that? Ugh. Don't agree with that. I understand that the author was put under a lot of time constraints and was being overworked to get the series out. If they were under Shonen Jump at the time, I think they lost out in having a perfect masterpiece. The author lost out in being able to create the story he truly wanted, the way he wanted, and us as a readers got kind of a half-assed ending. I really felt like Kaneki, as a main character, deserved to have the moment where he stood up for himself. He stood up for the ghouls, he stood up for the humans, and was able to give a speech, give something to be able to get all these sides to connect with one another and to end this whole racism that's going on. But he wasn't given that. And I feel like, personally, that is a disservice to Kaneki and everything that he fought for. And there's like moments where Toka's brother is like, yo, we need you. We fucking need you, dude. What's the point of having conversations like that if Kaneki wasn't even the one that actually stepped up? Though the overall story of Tokyo Ghoul is the idea that you don't have to help everybody, you know, just be there for yourself. But Kaneki was fighting so hard to do all of this. I feel like he deserved to have that moment for him to be the one who succeeded in doing that. And I think the power of friendship and everyone he had impacted coming to save him at the final moments, though it's amazing, I don't know. It doesn't really sit right with me. I will definitely revisit the series though. Maybe my opinions will change in the future, who knows?
What did you think of the series overall?
Yeah, it's good. Fuck. Fuck you! It's good. It's good. I think I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. I definitely think I need to read it again. And this time take my time with it, because rushing through a series, though it's entertaining, you don't get everything on the first try. I think the beginning's a bit slow, the ending's a little messed up, but there's a lot of really, really, really good stuff there in the center. The Tokyo Ghoul arc on my channel is starting to end. In the next couple of days, I'm gonna be giving these box sets back to Devin and getting my One Piece back. It's kind of surreal, not gonna lie. I've had these for 3 months now. So now the question is, would I go out of my way to buy these? I think if you're a manga collector, if you're someone who cares about the series, this is something you should pick up and add to your collection. Tokyo Ghoul is pretty good. Devin, you won. Fuck you. Read One Piece. So what do you guys think of Tokyo Ghoul? And what are some things that I've missed out on? What are some characters that you personally relate to? And what would you like me to talk about next? We're getting really close to 5,000 subscribers. So subscribe, go watch some of my other videos, and most importantly, ghouls live among us.